On today's episode of Advocate Now, award show season is in full swing, and there's a new honor this year recognizing representation along with the top films and performances, which will hopefully spearhead more diversity and inclusivity behind the camera for women. We're chatting with Rachel Smith to get all the details. This is Advocate Now. Rachel, it's so great to have you back with us.
Oh my gosh, always nice joining you, Sonia. Thank you for having me.
And we're in the midst of award show season, which has often failed to recognize diversity or female filmmakers. And that seems to be the case again this year, at least where the Golden Globes are concerned.
Yeah, it's really a shame, Sonia. Even after their recent controversy over lack of inclusion, 10 of the Best Director nominees for Best Picture for comedy and drama are all men, not a single female. So that is really disheartening.
It's a shame to see that happen again, but that's actually not the case with the Critics' Choice Awards, in which you're a voting member.
Yes, thank goodness we are showing a lot more diversity. In fact, 2 of the Best Director nominees are female, Sarah Polley of Women Talking and Gina Prince Bythewood of the awesome, Woman King with Viola Davis.
You are called to join the King's Guard. No kingdom in all of Africa shares this privilege. Train hard, fight harder. We fear no one. And we fear no pain. I offer you a choice. Fight or we die.
And Women Talking is actually also up for Best Picture against such huge blockbusters like Avatar and Top Gun. And if you haven't seen Women Talking, take a look.
It was all waiting to happen before it happened. You could look back and follow the breadcrumbs along the path that led to violence. When we looked back, it had been everywhere.
It is a part of our faith to forgive. We would be forced to leave the colonies if we do not forgive these men.
None of you will listen to reason.
We know that we've not imagined these attacks. We know that we are bruised and terrified.
Hope for the unknown is good. It is better than hatred of the familiar.
I love seeing more female filmmakers being recognized for powerful films like this. It's still crazy to me that only 2 women have ever won an Oscar for Best Director: Chloe Zhao, who won for Nomadland, and Catherine Bigelow, who won in 2010 for The Hurt Locker.
I mean, isn't that crazy? In the Academy's 95-year history, only 2 Best Director winners have been women. And that's actually just happened in recent times. So hopefully things are starting to change, but it's definitely a little too slow. And we need to change that a lot quicker.
But aside from the awards this year, I mean, there's something else the Critics' Choice Association is doing to recognize female filmmakers and empowered films.
Yes, I'm really proud. The Women's Committee of our Critics' Choice Association, we've come up with a Sofee Seal, or it's a seal of female empowerment in entertainment. So it's recognizing these great programs, movies and TV shows that are really worth recognition because of their representation. And some of the recipients of the last year include Jennifer Lawrence's Causeway.
What's dog?
Being back here.
You don't got love for this city?
It's not the city.
Selena Gomez's documentary.
But I do know that if I'm here, I have to use that for good.
What's holding you back from doing it?
That I'm not good enough. That's something that I've felt a lot of growing up.
The TV show A League of Their Own.
We're here for the tryouts.
I don't think you understand. This is the All-American League.
We're pretty all-American.
Also, She Said, which is the movie that talks all about the Harvey Weinstein scandal and the journalist who broke that. Take a look.
You have to imagine that every call you make is being recorded and you're being followed.
Can you imagine how many Harveys there are out there?
You want to get me killed? Do you wish you hadn't signed up for this story?
Do you?
No.
The only way these women are going to go on the record
Is if they all jump together.
We're all here, Harvey.
Who have you talked to?
I have 3 daughters, and I don't want them to ever accept abuse or bullying. I'll go on the record.
Go write. It's time to write.
Okay, so Rachel, when we see the Sofee Seal, we know these are female-forward films and movies, but what are the other criteria in order to be recognized?
Yeah, there is definitely certain criteria to get that Sofee Seal recognition. One of the criteria is that women characters, female characters, need as much screen time, if not more, than male characters in the movie or TV show. Also, not just on screen, but female leaders behind the camera have to be represented. So the hope is that when people see that really clearly easy to identify symbol, that they're choosing programs that are empowered and they know that female representation is happening in front of and behind the lens.
I love this idea so much. It really helps us choose entertainment that illuminates female stories and artists. And we're going to find out if one of 2 of the Sofee Seal recipients will also be honored with the Best Director Award when the Critics' Choice Awards are handed out on January 15th. You're going to be there again.
Yes, we'll be there. Yeah, we'll have all the coverage of the nominees. We will find out, like you said, if one of the Sofee recipients also goes home with Best Director for Woman King or Woman Talking. But there really were a lot of great female-driven stories this year. We just hope that trend continues because it has been a really long time coming. And so many good shows and movies this year. Is there a certain movie or performance that you're going to be rooting for, Sonia?
Well, you know, if I'm picking favorites, I'm such a huge Margot Robbie fan. Also a big Jamie Lee Curtis fan, but I got to say, I'm constantly blown away by Janelle Monáe's versatility as an actor and a music artist and not being afraid to be vulnerable. So if I had to pick one, I would say Janelle Monáe and Glass Onion.
You're all friends. Why would anyone commit murder?
Are we even going to talk about the elephant in the room?
Am I the elephant?
Yeah, you're the elephant.
Yeah, honestly, she is like my new favorite. Talking to her about Glass Onion, can you believe? I feel like it's like, you know, if I do like 2 things in the day, like run an errand and work out, I was really productive. While shooting that movie, she recorded an entire album. I'm like, wow.
You really wrote an album while making this movie? Don't you feel lazy, Ed, next to this? I mean, it's like, I mean, not that you are, but no, I feel I am.
No, I was so inspired by the film and traveling back again. I mean, things were getting canceled for me, you know, like because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, no touring, no film projects, and boom, here comes this written by Rian Johnson, directed by Rian Johnson, The Glass Onion.
Amazing.
Do you want to be a part of it? Hell yes. I love you, Rian. We're going to Greece too? Okay. So a lot of that really just inspired a new level of creativity in me, and it made me want to, like, you know, create a lot more and faster.
That is talent and determination. So not only we'll see her in Glass Onion, of course, which is streaming on Netflix, but we're going to hear new music from this incredible star soon. And she may go home with a Critics' Choice Award, and she's very deserving.
Absolutely. Rachel, thank you so much for chatting with us again.
Thank you so much, Sonia.
I'm Sonia Baghdadi. Thanks for watching and advocating. For more stories and content like this, visit advocate.com and advocatechannel.com.